Hello everyone, today we are going to solve this question. So we are given that each letter in the words below represents a number less than 10, and the values of the letters in each words are then multiplied together to get the results shown. So given that BAT is 90, LET is 168 and VET is 105, what is the value of table? Okay, so this means that B times A times the value of T gives us 90, and the product L times the value of E times the value of T gives us the product of 168, and B times E times T give us the product 105. So we already know three letters, the product of three letters in table, which is T times A times B, because that would be same as B times A times T, which is 90. So what we need to find is T times A times B times L times E. So that would be 90, because T times A times B is 90, and then we need to find what is L times E. Okay, so we can think of the factors of these numbers to try and figure out the values of each letter. So let's factorize 105. So we can try the prime factorization method. So one of the factors is 5, because any number which ends in 0 or 5 is definitely a multiple of 5. So that was easy to guess. So, and 5 is a prime factor, and the other factor would be 105 divided by 5. So because 10 over 5 is 2 and 5 over 5 is 1, so that's 21. And then we could factorize this further. 3 times 7 is 21. So we know exactly three numbers. So 105 can be written as the product of three numbers, which is 3 times 5 times 7. So we know that B, E, T are either one of 3, 5 or 7. And now next over here we have 168. So because odd number times odd number is always an odd number, like for example 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 7 is 21. So odd number, product of odd numbers is always an odd number. So L must be an even number, and E and T are odd numbers. So which could be either 5 times 3 or 5 times 7, or it could be 3 times 7. So we need to check which one of them is a factor of 168. So we can try dividing 168 by 3, for example, to see if 3 is one of the factor. So one way to check that is also if we add all the digits here, and if that's the multiple of 3, then the whole number is a multiple of 3. So because 6 plus 1 is 7 plus 8 is 15, and 15 is a multiple of 3, that means 168 is a multiple of 3. So if you divide 16 over 3 is 5, remainder 1, and 18 over 3 is 6. So that's 56. So 3 is a factor of 168. And 56 is not a factor of 5, but it is a factor of 7. So now we can try this. 56 divided by 7, which is 8. So now we know that 168 is factorized as 3 and 7 are two of the factors. So it's factorized as 3 times 7 times an odd number. And one easy way to see that 5 is not a factor of 168 was also because it does not end in 0 or 5. So it's not a factor of 5. Sorry, it's not a multiple of 5. So 5 is not the factor of this number. So the factors are 3, 7, and 8. And you can also double check. 3 times 7 times 8 gives us 168, because 7 times 8 is 56, and then 56 times 3 is 168. It's so the clue is in the calculation we just did here. So now we know that E times T must be 3 and 7, and L is 8, and 5 is B. So that must be B, and that must be L. So, but it's sorry, unclear. So yeah, 5 was B. Okay, so now we just need to find what E is. So now we need to look at here. So we know what L is now. L is 8. And now we need to find E is 5 or E is 7. Okay, so we know B is 5. So 90 is 5 times, because we know B is 5 from here. And then we can find what A times T is. That would be 90 divided by 5, which is, so 9 over 5 is 1, remainder 4, and 40 over 5 is 8. That is 18. And T can either be 3 or 5. So the value of T is either 3 or, sorry, not 5, 7. The value of T is either 3 or 7. And 18 is not a factor of 7. So that means T must be 3. And that means 7 must be E. Yeah. Okay, so we know T is 3 and 7 is E. And so we know this is E was 7. So that's 7, and now we can find the answer. And yeah, we can find what A is as well, because A times, because we know that T is 3 now, A times 3 gives 18. So that means A must be 18 divided by 3, which is 6. So now we know all the letters. Okay, so yeah, this is 5 times 6 times T, which was 3. Okay, so now we can easily calculate the result. The product of T the table T times A times B times L times E. So that's what we need to find. And this product is, so we know T times A times B straight away. 90 times L, which we found was 8, and E was 7. So 90 times 8 times 7. So because 9 times 8 is 72, so 90 times 8 would be 720. Because 90 is 10 times 9, so we multiply 72 by 10. Now we times it by 7. So now 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 2 is 14. Carry over 1. And 7 times 7 is 49 plus 1, which is 50. So that is 5040, which is the answer. So that means the table equals 5040. Great. So okay, so here's the next question for you all to try. A keyboard has faces with areas of 18 centimeters squared, 21 centimeters squared, and 42 centimeters squared. And you need to find what are the